Okay, so we're back. We're going to think about where praise can be a little bit tricky. And these are pitfalls that we all fall into. So, um, one pitfall is, oh, well done. Oh, look, you've managed to tidy your bedroom. If someone said that to you, how would you feel? Especially for kids. Like, if someone's using such sarcasm, how would you feel? Like, don't know how I feel about this. Like, they're saying something nice, but the tone of voice is really not nice. Don't like it. I don't know. Is that good feedback? Is that bad feedback? Should I do that behaviour again or should I not? I'm not too sure. So, what I want you to do is praise genuinely. Just be genuine. It's okay to say well done for something in a nice, brightly upbeat voice because it's a good thing they've done something that you like. Another pitfall that we can get into is by saying, okay, tidy your room and waiting until the entire room has been tidied. How motivating can that be if you just left for ages and ages to tidy an entire room? If you go in and start and just praise the small steps of what they've done, praise that progress. So, oh, well done, you've tidied your bed. Oh, well done, you've put your socks in the drawer. Oh, you're doing such a great job of tidying your room. Well done. I can see you doing a great job. By praising those small steps, praising the first signs of progress, what you can do is keep your child motivated on that task. It's making me think about really young children who we might say to them, okay, put your Lego in the box. And they're like, no, I want to continue playing. But I'm pretending my apple is a Lego brick for some reason. But, I don't want to do it. But they pick up a Lego block. What you're going to do, you're going to ignore that protest and you're going to say to them, oh, well done, you picked up your first block. Oh, you're doing such a good job. You're going to put the block in the box. And they're like, oh, this is weird. Okay. You're praising the action of what they have done. Scrap the attitude, we don't want to give that behaviour, that attitude or that protesting any attention. Use your attention rule. What do you want them to do more of? You want them to put the block in the box. So get in there. Oh, well done, you've picked up the block. Okay, I can see you putting it into the box. Oh, well done, you put one brick into the box. Oh my goodness, you're picking up another one. Let's really keep them going, keep them motivated with our praise. Another pitfall could be, in fact, I'm going to use you guys now. Imagine if I was to say to you, oh, you look nice. I can see you've made an effort for once. How are you going to feel? Like, oh, your hair looks good. I can see you've brushed it for once. Made an effort for once. That is something that we call the sting in the tail. It's a nice tail with a sting at the back. So, how do you feel when you receive that? You're not going to be thinking, oh, I look nice. What you're going to focus on is the negative at the end. Like, oh, do I not normally look nice? Then how do you feel? You don't feel confident and positive and nice from the praise. You feel a bit rubbish, don't you? You're like, okay, I'll try a bit. I don't know if I like this. We do this with kids all the time. So, finally, you've tidied your room. Well done. You've done it. Finally. You've done what I asked. It only took 20 million times asking, didn't it? You could have done it much. Next time, do it quicker. Next time, do it without the attitude. How do you feel when you receive that? It's really tempting for us because this is down to our thoughts, feelings, behaviour cycles. We're frustrated with them. And this is where that control over ourselves is really going to come into play, because they really need us to just be genuine with our praise. Say the well done for whatever it is. Just leave it at that. It's all you need. Because they're going to feel good about that, and that's what's going to keep them motivated. If they're able to focus on a negative at the end, all they're going to remember is that negative. So actually, if when they tidy their room, they feel negative afterwards, you make them feel negative, you make them feel a bit rubbish afterwards, do you think they're going to do it even more? It's not really going to work, is it? What this is doing, remember, this is feeding into their piggy bank. We are keeping it all lovely, warm, fuzzy, nice. Even though inside we might be thinking, oh my God, it's taken you 2 hours to put the toys away. We're not going to comment on that. We're going to hold it in. Take deep breaths. Do your rocket ship breaths. And we're going to praise them for the behaviour that they have done. It's also making me think about mealtime behaviours that we might want them to do. And it's making me think about our expectations for our children and not taking anything for granted. So quite often we can focus on the negative behaviours and miss all that lovely positive stuff that they are doing. So your child might not be eating the Brussels sprouts that you have put in front of them, but they might be eating the peas. They might be actually sat at the table for a split second. They might be stood at the table for a split second. They might be using the knife, the fork really well for a split second. Notice what they are doing and get in there with that praise. If you want them to sit longer at the table, praise them for sitting at the table. Let's not take those behaviours for granted, because that's what we really want to encourage. Okay. And another pitfall that we often have is we can model rejecting praise. So how often does someone say, oh, that top's nice, that shirt's nice, and we go, oh, this old thing, oh no, eBay, oh, I found it in my closet, oh, it's just dead old, this. What are we modelling to our children? We are modelling rejecting that praise. It doesn't quite feel right. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like you praising me. It's not nice. Do we want our children to do that? Or do we want our children to be like, oh, thanks very much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for noticing. It's okay to accept praise. Now, this can be really difficult because for some of us, we may not have experienced praise in our lives. Everyone has different life experiences. But what you can start to do is be aware of how you accept praise. If someone says something nice to you or a compliment, do you brush it off? Do you go, oh no, don't quite like that, take it back? Or do you accept it? This is a challenge I want to do for you guys. So I want you to try and accept praise by saying thank you if someone compliments you. And I also want you to model self-praise. What have you done today that you can praise yourself for? For me, I curled my eyelashes and put on mascara for the first time in weeks. And I'm really proud of that because I generally can't be bothered. And I thought I'd make an effort. For me, I'm also proud that I got up and did some yoga this morning. I didn't want to, but I did it because my husband made me. Not in a forceful way, but just like, come on, you're going to do it. So there's all sorts that you can praise yourself for, particularly in lockdown. Like, you have been coping really well with all the kids at home. You have been going for your walks in an evening or during the day. You've done some baking, you've tried new things, you've been creative. You might have decorated a room, you might have sorted your garage out. You might have just done laundry. That's okay. You might have made a healthy tea. That's fine. What can you praise yourself for? and I want you to do it out loud, okay? Model to your children praising yourself, because they will learn from you that it's okay to praise yourself, to do things for yourself that make yourself feel good, okay? That's really key in supporting children's mental health, supporting why they do things. Actually, I'm doing this for me because I feel proud of myself when I've done this, okay? So your home tasks for this week are in your handouts, and my keyboard just got stuck to my file because I have a load of glue stuck everywhere. Let me get handouts out, which I should have got out before. So your handouts this week. Now we're not forgetting the play. So continue to play with your child for 10 minutes a day. It's going to be more. We're still on lockdown. Let's not ignore that fact. Practice increasing your praise during playtime. Choose one behaviour you want to see more of. So let's make this really achievable. So think of one behaviour you want to see more of and systematically praise it every time you see it. So you're going to be really focused. You're going to look out for this behaviour that you want to see. And every time you see it, get in there with some praise. And get in there immediately. Because what children will do, they need to have that immediate. Right? That is actually another pitfall that I forgot to say earlier. So, a pitfall is waiting too long before praising them. Let's do it immediately. Let's get in there. As soon as you see it, praise it. Double the number of praises you give and observe, double the number of praises you give and observe what effect this has on your child. And in your handouts, you've got some refrigerator notes on praise, some lovely examples of praise statements to use, examples of behaviours to praise and encourage. You've got a record sheet on praise. And I want you to think about, so this is a piggy bank for yourselves. Think about what praise statements you can give for yourself. If you can't print this off, don't worry, write it down somewhere. I'm sure a few of you are writing down notes. You've got a notebook to be able to write things down for the tasks that I set on the course. And I know that you found that easier when I've phoned you up and I'm asking about things. Write down some praise statements for yourself. And everything else is self-explanatory, really. Giving some examples of labelled praise and some examples of teachers' behaviour to praise as well. And I'm going to end on this example. So, normally when we're in work, my husband is lovely and makes sandwiches. He absolutely loves mayo. I just like a little thin spread, right? I use specific label praise to get him to stop putting too much mayo on my sandwich. It was rank. And what I did was I would praise him I wouldn't complain about I wouldn't notice the negative. So every day I'd text him and say, thank you for my sandwich, it was lovely. But the day he put a little bit less mayo on, I said, thanks. I texted him or phoned him and was like, oh, that sandwich was fit. Just the right amount of mayo, not too much. Thanks so much. The next day was even less. From then on, he does not put too much mayo on my sandwich, and I do not nearly gag when I eat that sandwich. So think about what is the behaviour you want to see more of. For me, it was less. I want less mayo on my sandwich, so I focused my praise on the mayo. I still appreciated the fact that he was making me a sandwich, so I appreciated that behaviour by praising it. But then I really focused in on when the mayo was less because I really liked that. So that's just like a little example. I use this in my groups all the time, and then I go and have my nice sandwich. So appreciate all the little things that you get, praise them, but really focus on that behaviour that you want to see more of. Okay. This has been quite a long video, but I hope it's been helpful, and I'll speak to you during the week. Bye.